And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks left and finds his target there. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. And it's a quick grab. And the game just good enough for a first down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Second down after the incompletion. Handoff here from the shotgun. Powering through the defender. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Nice job here by this back picking up the first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. They're still trying to live up to that to this day.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught for the completion. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Boy, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback,
and he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. This one will be fair caught. Big guys up front, lined up. It's first down. And the quarterback keeps it here. And the sophomore QB with an inaccurate throw threw it behind his man.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, the old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Handoff to the right side. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. The Gamecocks looking to run some tempo here. Try and muscle for the first down. Breaks loose at the 45. And a huge gain across midfield, all the way to the 40-yard line.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he lofts it deep over the middle. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Empty set as they try for the 2-point conversion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he runs it in there. The 2-point conversion puts them on top by a point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Burns. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. On the run, going to heave it downfield. That is a huge play. Finally brought.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Bringing pressure. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
The Ducks will look to convert here on 4th down. They go with a direct snap. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you go get a touchdown.
Brought down quickly at the 14, but the offense is in the red zone.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Looking to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense. Man, did they make that look easy.
The extra point makes the lead 6. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. The back's got it again. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
They stop him, but it's a first down. And the Gamecocks hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And at first down, they go right back to him. Breaks loose at the 40. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Testing the right side here. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they'll set up for the PAT. And the PAT makes it a 1-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Burns. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. 2nd down after that completion. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Comes up with the catch. They wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Oh, it's snapped to the back. It's a fumble. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, that's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
The Gamecocks are going to cash in this red zone trip. Off the play fake on first down. Looking for 6. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he'll be stopped just short of the end zone at the 1.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
The Gamecocks looking to use the out-tempo offense. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. And now here comes the point-after attempt. And the point after makes the lead 8. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. Breaking free at the 35. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
And that is an impressive run here by this back. Not only to be able to pick up those big yards, but what I love to see is the mental toughness. This guy put the ball on the ground the last time he had it. The coach doesn't shy away from getting the ball very next time out, and he delivers with a big game.
First down and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch made on the right side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Ooh, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what would be the play call?
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
He makes the grab, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Surprised they didn't go for 2. PAT is good. Still down by 1, though. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. You have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. The Gamecocks come up to the line in a hurry-up. They'll run it here. He shreds the tackle. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line. It's second down here. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Second down after that previous play. Tailback with another carry. He's found some room at the 45. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the out route. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And the Gamecocks will have first and 10 here.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all four quarters, it could get really ugly by the fourth.
Touchdown, Gamecocks. This offense cannot be stopped. Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT makes it an 8-point game. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. You set it down to the offense, first and 10.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
Getting set. Here's second down. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. Offense getting set. It's second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert a third and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Running out of time in the pocket. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
When this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Fair catch called for, but there's a flag down. We'll see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense gets a second chance after the roughing the punter penalty. Looking to throw it on first down. Oh, that one's picked off. They get him down after a short return. What? The offense will go to work at the 44.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Rush set it down to the offense. First down. Gives it to the back.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from a running game.
The Gamecocks also to the line to run the hurry up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. One more play before they head to the locker room. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it deep to begin the second half. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Off the play fake, looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. Touchdown, South Carolina. Just ran away from the defense. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Burns. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Short connection to the tight end here. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Linebackers making some adjustments now. And looking to throw now on first down. Snags the quick throw. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers, the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
And this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Quick throw to the left. And he's got it. An explosive play. Big game. Spotted down near the 37.
That's textbook execution by the receiver on the corner route for the first down. And a good find by the quarterback.
And the Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Pulls it in. It's Burns. And he's marked out of bounds after an excellent gain, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Lets it go. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down, and he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
And now the try for the two-point conversion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the two-point conversion is good. That makes this a 7-point game. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. The South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. He shreds the tackle.
I know this defense works very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Offense getting set, second down play here. Handoff running right. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
That's an important first down on that running play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch.
You see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
They'll run it from the gun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the Gamecocks come to the line in a hurry-up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught quickly. Dropped for a loss after the catch on 3rd down. Sets up a 4th down now.
Well, obviously, you're going to throw the football on 3rd down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big 4th down.
The Gamecocks will line up to kick it away. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Direct snap to the back. He's across the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Ball carrier tackled at the 2, a solid gain and then completion.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Second down and goal upcoming. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Touchdown, Oregon. This offense really clicking. Here comes the point after attempt. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's brought down just across the 25-yard line. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. That's good for a first down near the 40.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. Man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. On the move, looking deep. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Receiver in motion now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Takes him about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Here's the handoff. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent game. Moves the ball to the 33.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Fights through the tackler. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that one.
The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Touchdown, Ducks. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch made on the left side. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. The Gamecocks will crank up the tempo. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Oh, he misfires again. 3 in a row.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Back to throw again. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. Forced out of bounds after a big game. This offense set up with a 1st down.
Man, that's exactly what I'm talking about. This quarterback with the game on the line makes a play to keep this drive alive and keep their hopes alive.
The offense really clicking here. We'll give it to the big fullback here. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. The gain makes it 2nd and medium. And here's the handoff. Some hard running there through a tackle. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's an out route, the catch made. And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the fourth quarter. It's 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They're setting out to try the PAT. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Bringing it out, it's Burns. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Makes the catch downfield. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
That one moves the ball across the 40. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Brought down after a short return. What? The interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They go with a direct snap. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
They're going to run it. Fighting off the defender. He stopped, but he gets a first down. And the clock has stopped here as we've reached the final 2 minutes of play. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the same runner's got it again.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the back. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And there's the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Gets rid of it on the move. Locates the tight end. It's complete. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
And I love that big target on 3rd down. He's got great athletic ability, but it's his size that creates such a matchup advantage. And when you get to 3rd down, just put it up in the air and let him come down with it.
First and goal, final 2 minutes. A chance for the offense to break the tie here very late. And a timeout is called late in this tie game. Crucial choices coming up. First and goal, clock winding down. A great chance for this offense to get a go-ahead score. And now another kneel down. Here we go. The game-winning field goal attempt coming up. Coming up, second down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
What a job by this offense to get this go-ahead score with such little time left. I loved how they managed the clock, managed the situation. They score, and now you give your opponent such little time to have a chance to come back and tie this game up.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they got called. No press here. The defense backing away. He's escaping the pocket now. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. One last pass attempt falls incomplete, and that will wrap up this game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. The Buffaloes will put total leather and will get started. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Texas A&M's offense will take the first swing of the game. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him. And
going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. He's got the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. They'll try to get it through the air. He slings it deep to the left. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes a grab enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Aggies will line it up on first and 10. Back to the air one more time. Throws for the tight end. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it here for a big interception. Massive for their confidence.
So the Colorado Buffaloes. Offense and an empty set. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught over the middle. It's sharp. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Going up top on first down. Complete in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
Wants to fire on second down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. Gets it out fast.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there.
Going for it all. And that pass is intercepted. And stampeding through the defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the... Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got the back over the middle.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Gets it out quickly. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Flips it out in the flat. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up a wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
First down and 10. Power football with the run. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on second down. Flips it out to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Good right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Oklahoma is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 37 over Iowa State. We've got our eye.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking to move. Trying to make magic with his feet.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
He's got his man. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Wants to pass. Makes the grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. He's looking to throw. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're now up by a... They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. The give to the back. Discards a man. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Texas A&M going quickly. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggie. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Let's see what they've got on second down. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. The run to the left. Makes one man miss. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the right side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! And the pummeling has started. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart.
I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the